Today I'll be painting my cousin's GS front brakes and rear brakes. Here's his GS as it is right now. It's a 2015 F Sport. So it has these very big brakes. And the first thing you have to do is sand these brakes with 600 grit and 800 grit sandpaper. After you're done sanding it, you're gonna have to spray it with, this is just soapy water in a spray bottle, just to get off all of the extra sanded whatever and brake dust. After sanding it and prepping it for paint, now you're gonna have to mask off all the other stuff like the suspension components. So I put on a trash bag with a little hole in the side and now wrapped it around the brake caliper. And now I'll be putting painter's tape all around the excess sides and the middle parts so I don't get any paint. So now after masking off the brake caliper, you're going to want to make sure you put tape over here so you don't get paint in the inside of your rotors and brake pads because that'll cause squeaking. And then you also want to be careful for all of your brake lines. So I just put tape over this with the plastic bag, and everything else is pretty tight. A big tip to make the painting the brake calipers a lot easier is turning the wheel to the right when you're doing the left side and then vice versa for the other side. I'm using this primer, which is flame proof, which you don't really need to go this crazy overboard, but I wanted to make sure these calipers stay really well and the paint doesn't bubble up. And then this is the paint that we will be using as our actual base color. Now you're going to want to shake up your bottles for at least a minute to make sure the paint gets evenly mixed and you don't have bubbles and streaking and all that sort of stuff when you paint. This is after 2 coats of this flame-proof primer that I got, and now I'll be moving on to the color. Here I've masked off the rear end brake caliper, and one big thing you're going to want to cover are these little rubber, I don't know what they're called, guide pins maybe. But you're going to want to tape those off because if you get paint on those and it dries, it can start to crinkle up and it can start to break. Here we go. I'm done. I put on the wheels and torqued them. As you can see, they came out pretty well. Not really any blemishes in it. Looks very good. Here are the rears. Yellow really pops on this gray paint on the GS. So you can see that looks very, very good. I kind of like it over the red.